I don't know much, but I know I love her.
Hey! What's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Ocular Max AZALEA. So here we are, and there she is. And first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. So at the front here, we have some very nice artwork there of AZALEA, aka Arcee. Her name is AZALEA. She is a warrior. Up top, we have AZALEA. On the side of the box, AZALEA. On the other side of the box, AZALEA. Oh, no, the bottom, we have warning. Don't eat anything in this box that could be very bad for you. Things and stuff and things. On the back of the box, you have Transform. And you have a very G1-y tech spec there with a bio, if you want to read it, and tech specs. And that's basically it for the packaging. Also included is the collector's card with another nice piece of artwork there of AZALEA, and on the back you have that same bio again, tech specs again. Hooray for carts. Then moving right along, here we have AZALEA, and this is Ocular Max's take on Arcee, and here she is in her vehicle mode. As you can see, she is a pink car, a very, very pink car. And let's get close here, so we're going to take a look at the details. You do have some transparent plastic right up front there for the headlights. You got the front grille there done in gray. And just an overall paint scheme there of pink and white. You get a nice transparent windshield right there. Get some little seats. And right here is the back of her head and her neck. So technically visible head syndrome, pretty much. And you got the little fin here. They call it an antenna in the instructions, so call it what you want. And you have the back, you got the taillights there, picked out in red. All the tires, these little thin tires, are made of rubber. So you get little rubber tires. And there's the underside. You can see they're all folded up under there. There's the top. She rolls as rolling things should. She does roll very smoothly. And there you go. And for comparison, here she is with the old Generations Deluxe Arcee. Here she is with the Titan's Return Arcee. Here she is with the Fans Toys Arcee. You can see she's a bit smaller than the Fans Toys version. Here she is with Masterpiece Hot Rod. So you can see how that works out. And since we just reviewed him, here she is with the Fans Toys Hot Rod with the hoodlum. So, there you go. Now, as far as accessories go, there are a few that can incorporate into the vehicle mode. One thing to show off here is you do have an option here with the back of the car. Anyway, you get this little cap piece right here. What this is for is if you don't want this bit back here, you can just pop this off. You just take this and it just pegs right in. So you can have that look going on if you want to. If you don't want the little fin on the back. It's all up to you what you want to do. As always, your toy displayed however you wish. Me personally, I like her looking all nice and accurate like, so I'll leave that back there. But hey, you got the option, and as always, options are good. And you do get 2 guns for her here, and you can just flip down the handle. You can see the guns done in gray and silver with a little bit of yellow in there. Nice looking little pistols there. And you can store these on the vehicle mode. You just flip the handle in, and there are slots here on the back. You can take them and just plug them in. The instructions want you to plug them in like this, but you can totally plug them in this way also if you want to. So, hey, as always, your toy displayed however you wish. But the instructions tell you to plug them in like that. That does look a bit better. But, you know, again, do what you want with it. Do what you want with it. But you do have storage there for her weaponry. All the other accessories are for robot mode, so we'll get to that when we get to that. So, let's get down to a transformation, shall we? You can't really spin her. She has rubber tires, but let's remove our guns. We'll put these off to the side. And we shall begin the process of conversion, transformation, morphification, whatever. Let's just change her into a robot. So, to begin, we're going to come back here. We're going to take these little panels here, and we're going to flip these up. After you do that, you're going to take these side sections here and just pop these up, boop, like so. Just bring those up, like that. You're going to come up to the front here. You're going to take these two side sections here and just split them apart like that. Just bring those out, and that just frees everything up here, so now we can work. So we want to come to this wheel here. We want to take the wheel and just bring it in like so. That will free up this section of the leg to come up. Then we just bring the leg out on this hinge here, and the thigh will just snap together right there. Once you do that, you just take the wheel, and this is going to tuck into her leg, like so. Take this panel here, flip that open, and all this will come down and close up right there, like so. At this point now, you can just take her leg, straighten that out, take this section of her leg, and just straighten that out. Then you just flip out her toes, and then we just take her leg, and we just rotate it around. This likes to come undone on me on this side. So there you have a leg all done. Second pass is just like the first. So just bring that in, bring that up, bring all that around, clip that together, bring in the wheel, just use those hinges there to get it into her leg, flip out that panel, close that up, straighten out her leg, straighten out her leg, flip out her toes, and then you just bring the leg around, and there you have her legs all done. So now moving on to the upper body. We're going to unpeg her arms from the hood section here. Just unpeg it, just bring it down. Now these are a couple steps that the instructions skip. The instructions do skip a couple steps, which is but anyway, luckily it was easy to figure out. But anyway, just take the arm and just extend it out. This little panel here just flips in to fill in the gap. Rotate. There you have the arm on. My tongue does not want to work today. There you have that arm all done. Take the arm, bring it down, extend, flip in the little panel, rotate, arms done, yay. So take this little section here, just flip that in like so. These side sections here are on sliders. You just want to slide them up, slide them up. And what are we going to do now? We're going to take this whole hood assembly here and just bring all that back. We're going to grab hold of her head. Her head is on a double joint, as you can see right here. So just grab hold of her head and just pull it up like so. You want to come in here and you want to, I always almost forget to do this step. You want to take these little seats here and you want to flip them down like that. And once you do that, you want to take this back section here and just kind of bring that up. It's on a double hinge. Just bring that up like so. Just kind of angle that back. You want to take this, and this will collapse down. Make sure that's still pointed up. So collapse all this down like so onto our back like that. And then this section here will come up and just clip it right in there like so. At this point now, you can take these sections here and these will just kind of angle back like that. Angle them back like so. These little top sections here and just rotate them inward. Rotate them inward. And then you just take the section of her chest and you just bring it back, and there are, you can see, little tabs. They're just going to go into these little notches right in there. So just bring that back. Just kind of get all that situated in there. I'll just kind of thoop into place there. And yes, both sides are thooped. There we go. Now, unfortunately, there's a little bit of a misalignment issue on mine, so there's always this little bit of a gap in her chest. And I don't know. I have to try to fix that at some point, but yeah, a little misalignment issue there on mine. But no, well, it is what it is. So I think we're done. Then we just kind of get her head kind of straighten down here, And I think we're done. Are we done? Yes, we're done. We're done. And there you go. There you have, if I can get her standing. There you have, if I can get her standing. Stand. Stand, woman. Stand. There we go. And there you go. There you have Azalea, a.k.a. Arcee, in her robot mode. And she's a good-looking Arcee. Definitely a good-looking Arcee. I think they did a pretty good job on this figure. So let's get in close here. No, not there. Eyes up here. Eyes up here. There we go. Getting close here on that head sculpt. Nicely done head sculpt. In my opinion. Nice pink there for the face. You got some metallic blue there for the eyes. She has her lipstick on. Got the Princess Leia buns going on. Looks quite nice. One thing that's a little weird about this figure is just where her neck and everything sits, because, you know, there's like this little gap here. You kind of pull all the way forward. There's like this little gap in her neck. It's almost like she can, you know, you can have her neck sitting all the way there if you want to, but that's kind of weird. It's just weird because her neck just kind of sits in like the middle of a void here. So it's just kind of weird. I mean, granted, they give you some more articulation in the neck, but it's just kind of weird how that works. But it is what it is. But still, all in all, pretty nicely done. Get the details there on her stomach, picked out in paint. Yeah, she has the Robo belly button because that's accurate to the cartoon. People always get weirded out by the Robo belly button, but, you know, if you've watched the G1 cartoon, they did draw a little belly button on her. That's totally accurate. And going down the legs. Got some pink there for the kneecaps. And her feet. Her feet are made of die-cast, as well as her shins are also die-cast. Not sure if there's anything else die-cast on her, but definitely her shins, her feet are as well. And moving up the back. You know, it's a fairly clean transformation. I mean, she has kind of the typical Arcee backpack here. A little bit of extra at the back of the car there, but not too bad. Not too bad of a backpack going on there. Now, articulation-wise, the head is on a ball joint, so you do have some wiggly, waggly, wiggly, waggly. Again, you have that neck joint there that can, you know, be kind of weird and kind of go where you need it to go. Head can rotate. The shoulders can rotate. Arms can do a full 360. They can move in and out on a very soft ratchet. You do have bicep rotation. You have a double jointed elbow there, so you have full range of movement. The wrists on a ball joint, so you have wiggly waggly as well as rotation. As far as the waist goes, you have two joints here to work with. So you have a ball joint up here, so you have wiggly waggly, rotation, and you have a ball joint there as well, so you get a little bit of wiggly waggly as well as rotation. The legs, the hips can, if you pull them down, you can pull the hips down, as you can see, and that will give you extra range of movement there on the legs. So legs can go forward that far, back that far, outward that far. You get thigh rotation. You get nice full range of movement there at the knees, although if you actually want to use this hinge here. This hinge is the transformation hinge. This is the actual knee joint you want to use there, but you know, you can use either one if you want to. And her little kneecap here is on a hinge, so you can kind of move that down so it looks a bit more natural. And her feet can move up, they can move down. You do have a toe joint there if you need it, and you do have ankle tiltage to either side. Now, as far as accessories for robot mode goes, she comes with a couple sets of extra hands. The hands that come installed are just the closed fists, but you do get a pair of just open, relaxed hands, just done in pink there. You also get a pair of open hands that are more kind of a cupping pose for, you know, hand on the hip poses. You get two of those, and you also get a pair of gun holding hands as well. And we'll use these since we can bring in our weapons here. So again, just flip down the little handles. They do actually click into place there. Bring them in and drop them. And you just put them, in our hands. Like so. And our finger goes right on the trigger, which is quite cool. So we just get these in our hands, and we can arm her up. And very easy to swap out the hands, they're just on ball joints. You just pop them out. Pop new hands in. Boop. Pop new hands in. Boop. Now, as far as transforming her into vehicle mode, you do need to... Hey! 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 Now, as far as transforming her back into vehicle mode, you do have to use the closed hands because these are the only ones that will fit underneath the car mode, so you do have to use these for vehicle mode. But as far as robot mode, you can use whichever hands you want. But there she is, her weapons. And, of course, you can pew pew bang bang, pew pew bang bang. And you can also store the guns on her person if you wish. There are these posts here on her hips. You can see there are ports on the guns themselves. You can take the guns and just peg them in right there. Or there's also a port on the handle as well, so you can, you know, peg it in by the handle if you want that going on, or peg it in like that if you want, or again, use the peg on the gun itself, do that. Yeah, so you got options as far as how you want to store the guns there, but she can have the guns there holstered at her sides, which is pretty cool. So hooray! Pew pew bang bang! Woo. And the last accessories that are included are optional faces. And to swap the faces out, you have to come up here. This little notch on top of her head. And you just split her head open, and that's always kind of disturbing. But anyway. And the face is just pegged in right up here, so you can just wiggle that off. And the first optional face is with her little battle visor on. Done in red, and you just slide it onto the posts. There you go, and just peg it all back together. And there she has her battle goggles, or her shades, whatever you want to call them. You do also get a smiling face, which is a little creepy. That's a little creepy, but hey, you know, you can use it if you want to. And you also get a startled face there, or yawning, or whatever you want to call it. So you get some optional faces as well. And as always, options are good. So there you have that. And now for comparison. Here she is with the Generations Arcee. You can see how they look side by side. Here she is with the beefier Titans Return version. Here she is with the Fans Toys version, which is still my personal favorite. You can see how they look side by side. Here she is with Masterpiece Hot Rod, if he'll stand. Hey, come on, man. There you go. Here she is with Fans Toys Hot Rod. So you can see how that works out. And here she is with Fans Toys Cup and Springer. We're not going to do the whole group shot here, but again, just to give you a sense of the size of the figure. So there you go. So there you have AZALEA. She's a nicely done figure. I do quite like it. The one thing I just find kind of weird is just the way her neck works. Like, I understand that, you know, it does help the articulation, but just the way her neck just kind of floats around in her body like that, I just find kind of weird. Of course, I have that bit of a misalignment in her chest, but that's just my copy, most likely. The transformation is pretty smooth, so definitely an enjoyable figure to mess with. Quality-wise, you know, everything feels good on this figure. Nothing feels fragile, flimsy. Everything feels nice and solid and sturdy. So yeah, overall, very well done figure, in my opinion. So there you go. Now, if you would like this or any of Ocular Max's other offerings, you can always check out BigBadToyStore.com for availability. There will be a link in the description down below, so you can check that out. You can also check out my third-party Transformers playlist for any reviews you may have missed. Also linked in the description down below, so you can check that out as well. And I think that's it. So don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Lori Plan, follow me on Twitter, all that good stuff down in the description below. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So there is the Ocular Max AZALEA, and this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud. Palm in your face. Hey, Arcee. Hey, Arcee. How you doing? You know the city's being attacked. You want to go out there and watch me save the day? Save the day all by myself and not get anyone killed in the process? Come on, that'll be fun. Come on. Watch the hero at work. Hey, where are you? Seriously, no faith. None of you have any faith in me.